Hello, are we back? Hello, hello, are we back? Alright, it seems like we're back. I apologize for that. I do not know what happened. The internet just decided to cut out on me randomly. We only 1 minute into the stream even. It just fully cut out, I guess. But yeah, like I was trying to say before Twitch or whatever was going on just cut me off. I know I said yesterday I want to do some daytime streaming a little bit more because more people are out and active. It's a little bit more likely to have people to actually chat along with instead of just me doing my own thing. But which isn't a problem. It's just sometimes it's more the fact that I'm like I don't want it's very low energy because it's like near when I should probably start thinking about going to bed, and it's just I just don't have all that much energy. But the plan here is that this is the best way I imagine to try and like put all my energy into right now. Just it's this isn't gonna be this isn't gonna be a main grind, or I don't even think this is gonna be my break grind. It's just just a little something different, just a little bit less taxing, a little bit less skill based, just more like going along, doing a bit of a murder mystery investigation, bit of voice acting as well, which hopefully is up to at least a decent level, and I'm not just like drilling a hole into your ears with bad voice acting. But yeah, we're gonna try and see. We're gonna keep where we left off was Chihiro was just murdered. That was where we left off, and because we did all the daily life before that, and then she got murdered. And now it's time for us to figure out what exactly happened with her. Let's load. Which one was it? I want to say it was this one. It was either this one or it was the auto life or auto save. Now this one happened later, so we'll go with the manual save. I'm assuming this is where the school mode is, but yeah. What is the extra stuff? Oh, it's just like galleries and whatnot. Okay. Oh, in the store. Yeah, let's just continue. Yep, it's fine. But yeah, welcome everybody. Alright, I don't remember where I'm pretty sure I didn't investigate anything here, but yeah. I'm also going to have to remember how to do everyone's voices again. But like I said, luckily I have the Discord, that little post I made in Discord that says all the voices, styles. Yeah. Alright. We gotta... there are more important things to worry about right now than a dumbbell. What do you mean? I mean, that's a fairly easy murder weapon to just be like, to look at that and be like, yeah, you know what? I think she might have been murdered with that. Is this Chihiro's blood? No, there are more important things to worry about right now than this. What do you mean there's more important things to worry about? What's more important than investigating the crime scene? Or have I not even checked? Let's see, what do we got here? Camera? Who's watching this? I mean, we know who's watching this, but surveillance camera. The mastermind must have been watching as Chihiro was killed. They know what's happened, and they're still forcing us to go through with this. So yeah, let's look at the poster here. How do I do Sakura's again? Hold on. Sakura. Low pitch. Oh yeah, this I'm pretty sure is what it was. Wait, look at the wall. Are these letters on the wall? I mean, I was talking. Wait, what is it? Okay, for a second I thought it said "fuck you," but no, it's Yukio or something. Yukio, I don't know. I can't tell. Look at that. Bloodlust. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. Dang it, another new person. I should hold on. Oh, this is the one I was kind of concerned about. The 1930s femme fatale. I just gotta like If you guys can't see this, but I'm like mimicking like puffing a cigarette, puffing a cigarette to try and get into that idea, that headspace. I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust and blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. Insignificant piece of shit. And at the end of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. But like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did he give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings. Do we have everybody in this room here? Do I just gotta give like a little trial of everyone's a little trial run of everyone's voices today? You know what? That's fine, but it's just sometimes it's a little much. Okay. Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style. But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way. Wait, now we gotta get the foreign Esther voice. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene? I am surprised at their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. Great. What is it now? Toko. He was pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there, menacingly. No, why? Well, we got a second body to figure out, but I think this one died of a heart attack. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko. I find it funny how the person I gave the stoner voice to, she constantly is the one talking about Toko. He rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I remembered what she said about how she faints every time she sees blood.
Oh.
So she is hemophobic? I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. Unlike somebody here. It's me. I'm talking about me. I watch way too many horror movies, but yeah. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. I guess. I do remember a bit of like there was like a rule of like you cannot sleep in anywhere but your bedroom. I don't know if that is a good question. Does that count if you faint outside of your room? I don't know. No, I think that it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. There could be some discussion about that, but we're gonna go along because I don't want to spend 15 minutes talking about the definition of what defines sleeping. Ah, so since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha! Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up! as if she'd heard her. Toko suddenly shot awake, as in she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It's such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. No time flat, she was just standing up. She was standing up, menacingly! Ignoring the physical contortions she go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know. It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeah. So who wants to put money on Toko being the murderer? Actually, no. This is way too just being like, "Hey, are you dead? Hey." I don't think she's gonna be the murderer. I think she's just gonna be an obvious red herring. It's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? Yeah. Old Chihiro back there, but welcome in, Munchlax. Good to see ya. Yeah, sorry about what happened yesterday. I didn't join in earlier, and I didn't realize, and I was just like, oh, and I just completely I didn't say hi to you at all, and I apologize. And then after stream, I look at my little stream manager, and then I saw your second message, so I apologize. I probably would have gone on for like one more match if I had realized that you were, chatting there, so it wasn't just like you joined in and then we waited out. But at least now you're here, and you can hopefully be here for a little bit longer on the stream. But yeah, I realized I had time today to do a day stream, and I was saying last night how I wanted to do a few more day streams instead of just always doing it late at night when I was kind of low on energy, and like very little people were actually active. But and I realized today my schedule was completely free, and I realized, you know what, I might as well just go ahead and do a bit of streaming. Yeah. I do also have a beverage I'm going to crack open real quick. Nice little Dr. Pepper. Delicious. Alright. Yeah, welcome back to Voice Act Central, where you're going to be hearing me try and voice act these characters for however long I can. But hopefully we should be a little bit more eventful than the last stream we did for Danganronpa, because I still don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Danganronpa, whatever, however you say it. But because we're actually doing a murder investigation instead of just going around and chatting up with the other people here. But yeah. It is clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best we take her back to her room for the time being. I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. No. We all know what's gonna happen if you try to help. Just stay back there, stay in your little corner. Try not to be too annoying, okay? Just please. I don't need to hear more about your fan fiction and whatnot. Taka, could you help me? She totally ignored me. You're not going to spoil anything? You've seen the season that this is based off of. Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember you mentioned that. Last. I'm pretty sure you mentioned that last stream. But yeah, this is one of. I feel like this is like I said, the whole. I was playing Ace Attorney, and then I kind of watched a bunch of OT game streams, which he basically did the entire game, and I was like, well, now I know what I'm doing, and it's because this is this is less gameplay, more of the story-ish. So I was kind of like, so when I was going through Ace Attorney, I was like, well, I know what's gonna happen, so I put that on the back burner for when I forget what exactly happens in it, and so I can, go into it and try and go through it fresh. But like, I was looking for a game like it, so that I didn't know anything about, and this looked interesting, so I went with it. But yeah, you have to. I don't know if there's any like changes between the show and the game, but yeah, just I would say I've done. If you we can talk about the game. Just trying to say like anything too big or big. Like a gameplay mechanic. I think I'm kind of like with Lighter with this, where it's like if it's gameplay mechanics related, go ahead and talk about it. If it's like story related, I'd try to like keep it a little bit. Just be careful with it. But, like I would try and just like talk about stuff that happens like from chapter one, maybe early chapter 2, just so I can try to spoil it. But that I listen. I know you're not gonna try and spoil anything, and it's fine. But yeah, well, I think I'm making this molehill into a mountain right now. But so I'm just gonna try and stop. But yeah, you're fine. Just no. But yeah, just try and be careful with story spoilers. Just. Very well. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no question that your hero was murdered by someone among us. Dun 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 dun. When was this game made? Because this was definitely made. Because that is definitely a line that hasn't aged well with the fact that with Among Us going on. Yeah. I actually, then again, just the phrase "Among Us" is just. I feel like everyone just like immediately their minds go set because that game just like kind of blew up. But yeah. It's like I said, much like it's fine. I don't think you're going to do anything like that's going to happen with you. I think you're pretty chill. You kind of got it, but yeah, I just thought I'd put it out there just to let you and anyone else looking in the chat right now just know. But yeah. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course.
Oh, here's Monokuma again. Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. And it's happened again. Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you play to mine if you want. No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that Rule 34 fan fiction, whatever. I know Gafumi is probably writing it over there in the corner where I sent him, but I don't want to see it. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry. That's not gonna stop the Rule 34 artists. Don't you worry, Monokuma. They're not gonna stop.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? Hee hee. I sure did, chum.
The Monokuma file.
Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya later.
So please, do your tippity top best on this investigation.
No way.
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends? Having to suspect all our other friends?
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I'll confess. I murdered her.
Oh no!
Oh no! I hate it too. This game came out in 2010, and then the show came out about a few years later. Yeah, that's definitely way before before that would have been a. Actually, yeah. Actually, the fact that a murder mystery game is unintentionally referenced by another murder mystery game, I mean, technically, Among Us is it's just two common words, but I don't know. It's just, but yeah, this was definitely made before that. That was definitely a line that has not aged well. But yeah, at 2010, yeah, that's it. I mean, that sounds accurate, but it also just, I feel like that somehow that sounds both too early and too late of a time for this. But I don't know. Actually, no. Yeah, I don't know. I understand there's not much graphically that makes me like think that this had to come out earlier than that, but I don't know. I'm kind of just talking out of it. But yeah. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna rip the metal boards off the wall, rip out all the screws, and I'm gonna jump for it.
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is just a simple object. This person here is no longer a person. This is just a corpse. I can shake it around and point to all the bits and bobs where all the injuries were, and there's no hard feelings about it. According to Google, November 5th, 2010, and those were released on the PlayStation Portable. This was this initially released on the PSP, or was this like a game that was like online and then it got and then one of the releases was the PlayStation, was the PSP? Yeah, because I feel like this doesn't feel like it's a PSP game, but maybe it's just because I'm doing it off of an Xbox and they kind of changed up the layout and whatnot. But this doesn't feel this. I mean, this isn't, like I said, this isn't all that hard in the way of graphically and gameplay wise, but I've never used the PSP. I've been full Xbox for a while, but I don't know. This doesn't seem like the type of game that you play. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything about the PSP. I don't know what types of games were on it. Initially released on the PSP, yeah. Like I said, I don't know what kind of games were on the PSP, but this just doesn't. Maybe it's just because it's like a visual novel style. It just doesn't strike me as like a game that you'd like intentionally be on the PSP instead of like. I mean, I guess then again, I also don't know how popular PC gaming was back in the day. But I keep getting sidetracked on all these topics, but I should just. We haven't even gotten past like the initial like murder dialogue here, and I'm just keep getting sidetracked. Yeah, let's continue. I'm gonna give one more sip. Let's continue. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon. What? Do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine. Then go off and die somewhere. Right now. Go ahead. You're a waste of space. I'll even solve the murder. I'll say it was you who did it to yourself. Go off. Go do it.
Damn you!
Oh, we finally get Mondo today, so I can finally get back to my country accent here. Dead body is an object. You took this long to talk about it to talk about that one line.
Piece of shit!
Your hero wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some India.
Calm down.
Motherfucker. Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko!
Because
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro, then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims! If we mess this up, we're all dead meat!
hey!
Hold on! If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Eh?
Yeah, I don't remember it either, Hifumi. What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually,
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everybody, that your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. Well, at least we know we don't have to worry about getting. We only have to worry about getting murdered now. We only have one more person to get murdered, and then Monokuma gives the old wag of a finger and says, you aren't allowed to do anymore.
So then,
No case, we're not limited to one person.
Um,
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. But the serial killer can only kill 2 people, and he can only viciously injure everyone else. Yo, just one would totally murder that possibility.
punishment is waiting for you.
Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys up at the end of the class trial. I flubbed that line definitely, but we're gonna move along. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. It could be mine, it could be you, it could even be them.
Interesting.
We don't care about if he dies. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up. Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at a room. Nice. I'm gonna get trapped
There is nothing
off.
to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation. Sweet. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Okay.
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. Well, only one of us will. Well, actually, no, because of the class trial. Yeah, I guess we do have to do it in order to survive. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Investigate! First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. Victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. So they were pretty much. That is a. So they were out during the nighttime. So someone wasn't in their room during nighttime. But I guess that was also the case with the last murder because she tried to kill Leon and all that. Yeah. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. Cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. Huh! I wonder if it's that giant dumbbell I looked at initially at the beginning of the stream. I wonder if that could be the murder weapon. You know, the one with a blood stain. I can see easily through the text box right here. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma file number 2 has been added to the truth bullets. Hey Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me? Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh? I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. You know, I'm going to give you $10 million in order for me to take all the credit. Solve? No, you seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So it's been a while since you've seen anything related to this. At this point in the story, is there any penalties for anything? Give me 1 second. I'm going to try and see if I can pull up the... I don't know if I can pull up the PDA because we're in the text box, but I'll pull up the rules so we can all look at them just as kind of a refresher. Just let me finish up. So you're inviting me to come with you? I know plenty of people who probably want that honor, but like I said, that's rule 34, and I'm not getting involved with that. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened. But it looks like we're working with Byakuya on this one. Okay, where is... That's help. PDA. No, that's that. There we go. Regulations. Yeah, we can only reside inside the school, and we cannot leave the campus. Nighttime is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m., and some areas are off limits at night. So the exercise room is not off limits at night unless Monokuma just didn't care as he saw them get murdered. Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly. So which once again we said that apparently fainting doesn't count. Minimum restrictions: you are free to explore Hope Street Academy at your discretion. Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is strictly prohibited, as is destruction of the surveillance cameras. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. Once a murder takes place, a class trial will begin shortly thereafter. Participation is mandatory for all surviving students. If the guilty party is exposed in a class trial, they alone will be executed. If the guilty party is not exposed, they alone will graduate and all remaining students will be executed. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. The guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people during any single killing game. And additional school regulations may be added as necessary. That's all the regulations we have so far. So there's no actual listed out penalties, but it just says you can only kill 2 people. You cannot give your e-handbook to someone else. You can graduation stuff and all that. You cannot commit violence against Monokuma. If I remember correctly, that's what happened to Junko. Like, she picked up Monokuma and he just straight up impaled her everywhere. Yeah, free explore. You cannot sleep in anywhere but the dormitory. Yeah, it says off limits. So, what areas are exactly off limits? That's my question. Oh yeah, I do remember the dining hall is closed, but is that it, or is there more stuff that's closed off? I don't know. And you can't leave. Okay. So what do we want to investigate first? We can talk to people. Can we not look at the little punching bag with some little A on it, or is that just normal there? Okay, we got a lot to look at here. Let's take a look at the poster there. The poster's got some blood on it. Must have happened during the murder. I'm pretty sure the weights there are gonna be what the murder weapon is. So we're just gonna say that for last. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning of it? What meaning behind it? Bloodlust. Surveillance camera. The mastermind must have been watching as Chihiro was killed. They know what's happened. They're still forcing us to go through with this. I guess we should finally check out the body. I can feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body. If you remember correctly, you think there are more places still off limits, then more and more places become unlocked as you progress through the story, I think. Yeah, I think that's I know they give me more because I know, like, the first trial we only had the main floor and then the dormitory area. And then they opened up the second floor, which was like the workout area and the pool and all that. So I know they're giving us more and more rooms. I just didn't know, like, what areas are. But yeah, I don't know exactly what areas are off limits. But yeah, I can assume. I think we can assume that the workout area is not off limits because I feel like Chihiro and whoever had murdered her would have been killed by Monokuma because he doesn't seem to have any problem with killing someone for breaking the rules. The more and more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. What? Well, but we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you wanted to say? I mean, that would have to imply that Genocide Jack is one of the people here, and I don't know a single person here named Jack. I mean, I guess there's a few people I could assume were the murderer for Genocide Jack, but can we all just assume that Hifumi is definitely not the killer? Actually, no, maybe that's what they want me to think, but I feel like Hifumi is just the kind of guy he feels like the guy who would get murdered, not the person who does the murdering. I wonder about that. Okay. The game hasn't said we picked up any clues yet, so either all those are not important, or it's just not telling me what the clues are. You know what? Should we do the no, we'll talk to people first. What do you want to say, Kyoko? She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know. Being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. What do you want to say, Sakura? I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else and then carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She's been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? You know, myself were usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night? Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Well, at least we got Sakura's testimony here. So, okay, if I remember correctly, you have to if I remember correctly, you have to use your e-handbook to log into the locker room, and you can only go into the certain locker room if you were of that same gender. So, it must be probably it's one of the women. It's probably one of the women who did it. But the game might do something like, oh, one of the men snuck in through a vent and murdered her in the middle of the night, or she held the door open while one of them came in to come and help her out. Oh, here comes the puppy. Oh, little puppy. Puppy is taking a side right next to me. Alright, well, we have one more person besides Byakuya, and I'd rather say Byakuya to the end. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talking about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But does she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl. After all, most girls aren't all that strong. I mean, we're saying that, but the buffest person here is Sakura. I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about all that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. Can't help wondering what it might be. Oh, now we got Mondo's testimony. You want Byakuya's as well before we look at the murder weapon? Or at least what I think is the murder weapon. If you have time to talk, you have time to start investigating. Well, I just talked to 2 people who gave me the accounts of the murder, so why don't you calm down a bit? Is there anything else here I should be aware of? Oh, you know what? We can check the TV up here. There's one of Mondo's Monokuma appears on. Now is no time to think about it. Alright, fine. We'll check out the murder weapon now. I think. And this is a blood stain. There's a blood. Kuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell. Now, I believe it is about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues will magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. Ah, yes, the nice little security minigun. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Okay, I know Byakuya is a bit of an asshole, but Makoto, you don't have to be dumb as rocks. If the murder happened in a locker room, they probably either the victim and maybe even the murderer went through the entrance. Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Let me guess. He's gonna make me do like the whole. I'm assuming it's gonna be like something to do with the scanners here. And he's gonna be like, remember, only girls can go in the door there, so it has to be a female murderer. Oh, hold on. The dog wants to go outside. I'll be right back. I have returned. Right. Let's see. Imagine there is something to do with diving boards over there. It's just like, oh my gosh, they beat him over the head with a diving board to knock him out. There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf, which have nothing to do with the case. Oh, dang it. I was hoping that they would just be like, you whacked him over the head with a diving board, but it broke in half, so they whacked him again. And so they whacked him again. And they went through 15 of them until they finally were just like, I'm just going to knock myself out on the wall instead. What about the life preserver? The peace sign life preserver. Or a flotation door. That's not how you spell flotation. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure this was like this was made in Japanese and translated to English, but that is not how you spell flotation. Or maybe I'm just an idiot. Maybe I don't know how you spell flotation, but I'm pretty sure it's Floatation. But maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't think it's related to what happened to Chihiro. But what do you mean? What if Chihiro was strangled by a life preserver before being murdered? You never know. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Now's the time to think about it. Was she shot a couple of times with the giant minigun over here? Maybe even Mikoto's thinking it. Maybe this gun was used to. No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. Yeah, this game was translated to English from Japanese. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that was just a misspelling. I want to assume that was like a misspelling, or maybe I don't know how you spell flotation, but I feel like that was a misspelling. Yeah, a surveillance camera. Even if Chihiro was being murdered, I bet the mastermind was just sitting there watching. They know what's happened, and they're still forcing us to go through with this. Okay, here's my question. The PDA says not to destroy the cameras. What if you just what if we had well, I would have said, what if we had a master hacker, but the master hacker is the one who got killed. But I would say, what if a master hacker had could figure out a way to be able to play the footage on a computer. Well, is there a computer in this area? No, I don't think there is right now. I think there is a computer, but that would have been a good idea. Is you try and figure out how to hack the footage, try and download it so you could save it and use it later. I mean, Monokuma would probably make a rule saying you can't do that, but after the first time, but you could at least use it for one trial. If you remember correctly, this was a Japanese exclusive for a bit before being released to the US. That makes sense. I know this kind of feels like that kind of style, like Ace Attorney. What's another one I can think of? Is Professor Layton Japanese? I don't know. I want to say it's along the same lines as it, but I also don't know exactly if it was made by if it was made in Japanese and then ported over to the West, or if it was actually made in the West and it was just a weird, or I don't know. Like I said, I've never played I've never played Professor Layton. I played the first game of Ace Attorney, and then got halfway through the second one. And this is my first time playing this is my first Danganronpa game. Yeah. Alright, let's check out the scanner on the boys' side then. If I remember right, this code reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together. Well, I guess Byakuya just has Monokuma at his beck and call. Just be like, Monokuma! Give me crackers. Monokuma! Watch my back. Monokuma! Solve this murder for me. I don't want to spend my time on it. You called for me? Has he been domesticated? Come on, Monokuma. Speak, Monokuma. Speak. Speak, Monokuma. Wow. What was that? What did I just... I don't know.
That's right.
It seems Makoto has a question for you.
Something?
Sure. What's up? Well, it's just about the code reader. Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed on your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl. Oh yeah, that's what happens if you hold the door open for someone else. I just forgot to put 2 and 2 together. The ceiling mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. So back to square one where I said it's either a female murderer or there's like some vents in the roof that a male murderer came in through and murdered her. And school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else a handbook, correct? Correct? I could also see how that might also be fudged a bit, because it says lending. So you can't willingly give it to someone. But could someone steal someone else's? Or could someone have... I don't know. But like I'm saying, if you... I don't know what I'm getting at, but I'm saying it could be possible that if they're being picky about sleeping, they could also be picky about lending, and it could be the fact that a male murderer might have stolen a female's e-handbook, or like switched it out, and then used that to murder Chihiro. Why? Still don't know. Maybe just to confuse people and put it off the scent because they were male. I don't know. That's what I feel like it could be. But then again, I've had like 15 different theories so far, so I'll probably end up getting proven wrong. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. Unless I was right about my little lending snip, little lending. What is it? Being very. If they're being pedantic about the lending. Word lending. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means, hey, Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Makoto, you're the main protagonist, but you're dumb as a bag of rocks. Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there. As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. Honestly, Byakuya, I'm thinking the same. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. But like I said, loaning he could be very pedantic about loaning, and stealing could be permitted. Is that not true? Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Oh yeah, see now, okay, he is on my wavelength. Okay, never mind. Okay, why am I synonymizing more with Byakuya than the actual main character protagonist I'm playing as? But I like to think I'm not as smug and pedant and not pedant. Well, yes, I am a bit pedantic, but I want to think I'm not as smug and condescending as Byakuya here. Following someone else is perfectly fine. Now, I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. Yeah, you're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Monokuma, phrasing. You, like I said, you're just giving him ammo. You're feeding ammo to the people who don't need ammo. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things. Okay, you don't need to be getting that when the body is only... What time is it even in game? I don't know. It's still the morning, so it's less than like 10 hours cold.
Yep.
Get it? Got it. Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So, you know what? Same, fair. So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Oh, so you can you're willing to do all this, but you're not willing to say shit. Hey, Stinky, how's it going? It's good to see ya. I know we'll do. Hold on. Good to see you. Welcome in, Stinky. I don't know if you've ever played Danganronpa before, but that's basically like I said in the last stream. I don't know if you hear from this, but I want to do a little bit more daytime streaming. Doing good. How are you? Yep. Yeah, I'm doing good. We've you know, played it. You've heard of it though. Yeah, we've just found the second body, and we're basically just starting off the investigation. I know we're already an hour into the stream, but we've barely done anything because, and I will take the blame for that because I have been a bit sidetracked and just like chatting around a bit. But you know what? It's fun. It's fine. We're having fun here. But yeah, like I said, we basically found the body. It was so basically. Let's give you a little summary. So basically, what happened is, I'm not gonna summarize too much for it, but basically, we are students in a school that we got, and apparently there's an apocalypse outside, according to this little bear guy in front of you right now. And basically in order to actually escape from here, we have to kill each other, and whoever, basically we're stuck here, and the only way to leave is by killing someone and then being undiscovered by anyone else by the whole school. If you get found out, they get killed, and we keep on living here. If we do the class trial and they don't get found guilty, they get to leave, and everyone else dies. So basically, what's happened is that we had a friend of ours who was kind of a small, meek computer nerd who worked out in the middle of the night, and then got murdered by somebody. Supposedly, we assume it's a dumbbell because we found some blood on it. And since the locker rooms are gender coded, so it's boys and girls, you'd have to have the certain handbook, and you can't loan your handbook to anyone else. So basically, what the assumption initially was is that you have to be a girl to murder, but because we've kind of we're a bit pedantic with the rules, we figured out that you could probably just get away with like stealing someone else's handbook and using it to getting into that locker room. But yeah, that's basically what's going on. Yeah, we got Munchlax in the chat as well. We're just chilling out here, and like I said, I'm happy that this is not late night because I have so much more energy, and I thought this was like one of the better ways for me to actually put into it because I have to do a lot of voice acting. Maybe this might make me tired, but who knows? We're just gonna go. We're gonna go as long as I feel like I can, and then we're just gonna keep going through. I don't know. We probably won't get to the I don't think we'll get to the trial, or maybe we'll just like get to the beginning of the trial, and we'll just. And I might save that for a future stream. I don't know how quick I forget how quick these investigations actually go. I'm pretty sure they take a while, but yeah. Yeah, voice acting can be tiring. I can assume that because I have like, I want to say it's like, well, it was like 16 at the beginning, and then like I said, the murders have happened, so we've had and the trials have happened, so we've had a lot less people who I have to voice, but it's still a bit tiring to switch between different voices, especially certain ones, but. I'm trying. I think I'm doing a decent job at voice acting, but I'll leave you guys to be the judge of that. But yeah.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest for your own damn self. Okay, so you only say damn, but you're not gonna go the full way and just go shit, really? Who put the he apparently he's PG-13, Monokuma.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. Main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Oh, we got the card reader added to the evidence. Oh yeah, this is the seal this is the little vault that's kind of stopping us from going outside. We also can't see outside because they put metal sheets all over all the windows and whatnot, so we can't actually see outside. So we don't know what's going on outside, but that little bear guy is claiming that it's an apocalypse out there and things are going wrong. And he's basically trying to get us to try and kill each other. It's just after 10 a.m. for you, but you just got off of work at 7 a.m. You do the overnight shift. Welcome into the stream. Well, like I said, welcome here, Munchlax. Stay as long as you want. If you have to if you need to take a nap, or if you need to go ahead, or you need to look for a bit, that's totally fine. Just take care of yourself. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking here for? He just stormed off like, I'm pissed at you. I'm gonna walk off. Yeah, me too. I hope Munchlax, like I said, if you're not forced to stay here. You can go off and take a nap if you feel like you need to. If you want to stay, that's fine. But like I said, just take care of yourself. Self-care is more important than streaming. Get some sleep eventually, but you'll be fine. Fine, yeah. Well, guess I gotta figure it out for myself. This is one of the Monica dudes. Monokuma appears on right now, just showing the school crest. I don't see any clues around here anywhere. I'm assuming it has something to do with the big giant vault we had over here, but... Well, or maybe it's this here. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. Oh, so this was what I was supposed to search. Okay, I should have probably done the vault because I want to search everything before going to it, but yeah, it's fine. No, wait. There's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So, you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? Once again, I feel like Byakuya is being way too eager with how... knows a little bit too much, but I feel like the game's trying to use that to make you think that he's the murderer. I think the reason that I never finished the show nor played the games was because I don't think I could deal with all the angsty teen drama. That's fine. I know I kind of get that a bit when I'm playing this as well, but this seems, but at least I can take this like little bits and pieces whenever I stream it, and I can, if I need to like hop away from the teen drama and all what's going on, I can try to just like go off and go do. I also just didn't want to do more Far Cry 5 because I want to take a break from that. I've been doing the gold medals for far too long, and I've set up another true achievement session for Monday to hopefully get someone else to help out, and hopefully I won't have someone drop out last minute like the last one. But yeah, those are just, they take it out of me, man. I think that might actually be the hardest achievement in Far Cry 5, and that's even including like Infamous Mode New Game Plus, which isn't all that hard. It's just basically do, because at least with that, you're making progress all the time. You're not going through the whole thing just to find out you didn't make progress at all. You can do some looking while you're cooking some dinner. That's totally fine, Stinky. What, if you don't mind, what are you making for dinner, or have you not figured that out yet? But yeah, just enjoy your look. Go ahead. We'll just just go ahead, have a nice chill time. I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So what you're saying is that, okay, yeah, there was three murdered. Now there's four. Because there was Sayaka, and then Junko died, and then Leon died because he killed Sayaka, and we found him out, and now Chihiro's dead. So there should be at least 2 female students' handbooks in there. Making some pasta, just some easy food. Ooh, pasta is nice. Go enjoy your pasta, man. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. I mean, I would have said it in the order they died, but yeah, I guess that works. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did, I'm assuming it's going to be Sayaka. Sayaka was our friend, and this is going to be the game trying to be like dramatic and be like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine seeing her face again. Yep, I was right. I called it. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Well, I mean, technically it's not borrowing, it's stealing. Well, I mean, I guess technically it is. I guess borrowing is just stealing, but you give it back. But then again, borrowing without permission, I guess. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer's been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Main hall ebooks.
What?
Hold on a second.
Very strange.
What's wrong? It's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Let me guess. It's Junko's. Oh, well, because it would probably be Junko's because it's a female handbook, and if it was to get into there, so it would be it had to be Junko's to actually open up the female handbook, or the female card reader. Is it broken? Whose is it? Let me guess. Junko. The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Hey! Oh no! Oh, so no. Never mind. The one that turned on was Junko. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's. Okay. Right. That's okay. So someone used Leon's then. I'm gonna say but why? But then I'm realizing the game's probably gonna tell me it eventually. So
I see.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to figure it out for myself why. It makes sense. Yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with. Oh, so we're saying that Leon's is broken because of his little. Yeah, he got. Whenever somebody dies via trial, they don't just go out quickly. They get like a special punishment to actually usually wraps into either what they were, who they are, or what they did. And if I remember correctly, Leon just got like a whole bunch of pitching machines set up at him, and they just constantly fired at him to death. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a shot from it right there. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right, it wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break that during that kind of assault. Hey! It's me, Monokuma! Hey! Why you don't need to repeat hey 15,000 times, okay?
Now I'm
Hey! Oh, I couldn't tell you were really angry. Sorry. Hey! Hey, you guys! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, and a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did, didn't it? If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break! Why don't you freaking believe me? Like I said, so apparently Monokuma is stuck at PG-13 mode. He can say damn and hell, but he can't say. I mean, that means he could drop one F-bomb. So come on, Monokuma, drop an F-bomb. Monokuma, come on, Monokuma, drop an F-bomb. Drop an F-bomb for us. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters. Okay. I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but, even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does? It's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks. Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. He just keeps popping out of nowhere. I imagine he's just like putting in like a cartoon hole in the ground, hopping out, and then hopping back in, and then somehow just disappears without us noticing. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on. Is it not? Does it need to get charged? Did Leon just not charge his handbook? Or does it not need a charge? Is it battery operated? Do we need new batteries?
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. Oh, the dog wants to come back in. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, I have returned. We're back. Hopefully, I'm going to double check to make sure the audio is still working, because I know I've been having audio issues in the past. I just want to make sure it's still working. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. Okay, so it's still working. That's good to know. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. That's the whole point of the trial, man. You can't just say that's not exactly what we have to do. You see, what we have to do is we need to find all the clues, and then we gotta piece it together like it's an episode of. You gotta piece it together so we can find out who the murderer is. That's figuring out who murdered Chihiro, man. You don't remember if you asked, but what kind of dog do I have? I have a fox red lab, so she's like a mix of a yellow lab, or a golden lab, and I believe it's either black lab or chocolate lab. I think it's a chocolate lab. But basically when they mix together, they come out with a dog that's kind of like That's kind of like that has a bit of like an orange, like a bit of a orangish color. I've sent a few. I know I have a few pictures of it in. I could probably send a picture of it in the Discord. I also have one in my channel banner if you want to look at it. At least I think I have one. Yeah, that's her in the channel banner. Looking out the window there. That's her. But yeah, she is a fox red lab, and she is a bit. I want to say she's at least like 10 years ish old. Or at least she's like close to it, but so she's kind of getting up there. But she's still a cute little dog. She hasn't really. The only thing she has is that she has a bit of hip troubles nowadays. But we give her like little. I don't know exactly what they do, but it's like little hip and joint pills that they kind of like try and like make sure she still has a bit more energy to move around a bit more, and she's a little bit less sore. But yeah, she's a cute little doggy. Huh? Not quite. Alright, well, let's keep searching around here since we're already here. Or do I have to talk to him now? Oh, hold on. Yep, alright. I surveilled this camera. And there's what I can only assume is a gun attached to it. It's so chilling. And we got the one over here. Is it gonna be the same thing? Yeah, that's the same thing. Okay, so we're not gonna talk. Let me guess. I gotta talk to Mr. Oh no, I can look at the vault behind him. This probably isn't gonna be what it is. Like a metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. Do I need to relook at the files again? Mailbox here inside. I'll see handbooks. I have to assume they're Junkos, Leons, and Sayakas. So the handbooks of any dead students are brought here to the mail somehow. Rule says loaning a handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only lending it's against the rules. In other words, there's no problem with borrowing one. One other thing that bothers me is the fact that Leon's handbook won't turn on. I'm convinced that Leon's handbook isn't broken, but it won't turn on. That much is certain. Is it unrelated to the case? Either way, something about it really still bothers me. Okay, so we probably have to talk to Byakuya, or we have to leave. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Let me guess. He's gonna see it as not as in you have to figure out who murdered your hero, and he's gonna see it more like, oh, you have to figure out how are we gonna pin this on this guy. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Okay, Byakuya, let me point this out for you. You can figure out Genocide Jack in your own time. I'd rather not die because you want to figure out who's your serial killer, okay? Then you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Here's the thing. I want to imagine. This is a totally out of left field thing to think. But knowing this game, it's gonna end up that one of the characters here is actually Genocide Jack. I just know it.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. Oh, we have a reaction. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. You said this exact same thing already. I know I'm repeating myself. I had to literally voice you saying it. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Yeah, are we gonna talk about now? Or? Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, you're saying it exactly. You're saying it before.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Yeah, we already did the reaction there. Oh, we have another reaction here. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This would provide all the evidence you need. Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence does something like that really... I hate when it does this, because then I don't know who I'm gonna voice, because I don't know who it is, and it makes sense for the story. But for me voicing it, I just gotta assume who it is. Who do I think it is? I'm gonna, you know, we'll go with Mondo. Hey, you two. No, it's Aoi. I don't know. Aoi was just doing her nice, her Mondo impression there, I guess. Hey, you two. Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play with you.
I don't have time to play with you. I'm busy doing my own thing. You're off there playing murder investigation. I'm over here playing with my Jenga pieces. Why was that the first one I thought about? I don't know. We're busy. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency. Emergency. Not call 911 or 999 or whatever the emergency code is in Japan. I don't know. But it's an emergency. Come on, please. You gotta help me. What is it? Yeah, Aoi, what is it?
Please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? I know I know my stoner voice for you doesn't really fit with your panic expression, but it's the close. I can't do a panic stoner. I could do some other. Yeah. But it's an emergency. What is the emergency? An emergency? What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? Nah, that's just Toko. She's just being Toko. What should we do, Byakuya? It's Toko. I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure? Well, I don't have to voice him for that line, at least. He said it exactly himself. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make you repeat yourself. I'm not gonna repeat it for you. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it. Okay, come on. Hey. Wait for us, Hina. It looks like she headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right. We're finally back to free roaming. We finally get to walk around. We go hoo-ha, 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 hoo-ha. Oh yes, we have to, but we also know exactly where we need to go. Or why did I get stuck there? I don't know. Is there anyone else here anyone else here out and about? Or is it just, yeah, it's just Byakuya and the gang. Which one's Toko's? That's Junko, she's dead. That's Toko's there. Let's talk to people and see what they think. What do you think, Aoi? You guys are too slow! I think you're just too fast. You are a pro swimmer, so I guess you're definitely more in shape than me, who was just apparently got here because of luck, and Mr. Rich Guy over there. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff, like I murdered Chihiro.